Hey guys, what is going on? So in this video I decided to do a quick tour of my new student accommodation. It's called the Valentines. For those that know, I used to live at Scape, but I decided to move here for a bunch of reasons which I'm going to go into. But yeah, I've been here for almost a term and a bit, so I have a good idea of how everything works. So I thought I'd just make this video, show you the pros and cons, show you around my room. And I know the previous one that I made for Scape helped a lot of people out there. So if you have any questions about this space, then yeah, comment them down below. And make sure you watch right to the end of the video because I've got a great way for you guys to save even more money if you're booking at the Valentines. But before we get started, let me just show you probably the biggest thing that attracted me to this accommodation. So have a look at this.
So when I feel it again, I just don't know. So will I feel it again? I just don't know.
So as you come in, obviously you've got a coat hanger on the right hand side, and then cheeky fire blanket on the wall, and that's because obviously the little mini kitchenette is there, which I'll go into in a little bit. But straight opposite you've got a mirror, just to check yourself out and make sure you look cool. So this is the bathroom. Looking straight on the left, you've got this nice mirror. The only thing I wish they would have included here was like some sort of cupboard, because obviously trying to fit all your stuff on the actual sink is a little bit tricky, but somehow we manage. So yeah, basic standard sink. Underneath I kind of just use it as storage, so that's all my toilet roll under there. I've just got some other bits and bobs. I've got my laundry basket, little cheeky towel rack, and then obviously the toilet. Pretty standard, straightforward, nothing too special there. And then opposite you've got the really cool shower. Again, they still do that thing where they replace the shower heads. I still don't know why they do that, but there we have it. So yeah, and coming out of the bathroom we've obviously got the radiator, which has my tea towels, and then obviously some shoes. Don't know why I do that. But opposite we've got the little kitchenette. I think it's pretty compact. I like the style of it. Obviously you've got the electric stove, these little tea and sugar, all that kind of thing, biscuits, and then we've got a little sink. Actually it's a lot bigger than the one at Scape. I think it's decently sized, so thumbs up for that one. It also has a convenient extractor fan, which I don't think Scape had, so definitely a win there. Underneath we have what looks like a cupboard, but don't let it catfish you because it is not, it's just for show. You've got a microwave, and then you've got a little drawer right at the bottom. I'm not too sure if that's a great choice, because it is a bit awkward trying to bend down all the way there to put stuff in. And then on this side obviously you've got the fridge, so it's actually a little bit more spacious I think than the one at Scape. Obviously mine's a little bit empty because I've not been shopping, but yeah. And then at the top you've got your freezer, so yeah. And then at the top we've actually got a few switches here, which is actually for the hob and to turn it on and off. And then also just one for this light here, which is quite cool that you can turn that off. And then obviously the extractor fan. So yeah, switches are really nice. But here's the thing, here's the thing. When you open this cupboard, because of how it works, this is what happens. Do you see my problem? I'm not sure if this happens to other people, maybe it's just me. But yeah, that's really annoying. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, there's a cupboard on the side. It's a bit annoying that this is blocked off, but it makes sense because, well, the extractor fan's there, so herbs and spices, some breakfast stuff on that side. And then these are the only real cupboards that you have for the kitchen, which could be a pro, could be a con. I personally don't think it's enough space. It would be nice to have a little bit more. Basically the kitchen portion. Now the kitchen kind of doesn't extend, it kind of just finishes there and it leads onto the bed. But what we do get is actually this, which I think is an extension of the kitchen, because obviously it has the bins and it has these two cupboards here. So originally I was going to put these knives and forks kind of underneath, but it wouldn't work that well. So I think here it works a lot better. So all the cutlery goes here, obviously at the top, which I think this is called a breakfast bar. So a toaster, a kettle, I've got my protein powder, some water, and then cereal, and then the oil, the big jug of oil. Underneath we've got some nice 2 sets of bins, and then underneath that I've got all my rice, my beans, and then some other bits and bats. And then we have the actual bed area itself. There's a few things going on here. So It's actually a 3/4, so it's not a double, but it's not a single, it's like in between. Again, really comfy bed, no complaints there. It's actually got a little side, I don't know what you want to call this, like a floating shelf, which I really like. So you can store stuff under there. I don't really have much. But at the top, you've got a switch for all the lights in the room. And then you've got this really nice plug with a USB, so you can charge your phone, any of the accessories that you might have. The other beds in student accommodation, it's ottoman styled, so you can actually lift this up. I think mine's gonna be really messy. Yep, because it's got all the cupboards and stuff, all my bags and stuff in there. But yeah, opens up really nice, and you've got plenty of storage to put. I mean, I just have my suitcase and then anything that I've kind of ordered all in there. So yeah, you can organize it, and plenty of storage space. And then after the bed, we have this really nice area where you can kind of do whatever you want with it. There's a little plug switch at the top there, which I think is for a TV, but I don't exactly know how you'd mount it. And then there's a few more plugs down here. This is where I keep all my camera gear, so my Pelican case, my other camera bags, and then my actual laptop bag. And that's just obviously my tripod. So yeah, you know, you can sort of use this space however you want. I think it's a really decent amount of space. So yeah, and then obviously you have the window, and then the shelves and the drawers. And of course we've got the desk portion. I was actually, one of the things that I was concerned about was actually the size of the desk. Now on the photos, the desk doesn't actually look too big, and it is not huge, but I think my setup is really overkill for this, but it still fits, which I'm really happy about. So I have the MacBook Pro with a monitor, because I do a lot of video editing. And I really do like that they've got a pin board, but honestly, really like the setup. There's loads and loads of plugs at the bottom, so you won't have to worry about plugging stuff on, and a nice little shelf so you can put whatever you want on there. So yeah, really dig that. So there you have it. That's basically been my room tour. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it or found it useful. If you have, smash that like button, and of course I'm going to get back to you in the comments if you have any more questions. But yeah, overall I've really enjoyed staying here. It's a shame that I'm not going to be here too much longer because it's my final year, but honestly, like I said, if you can, try and book a higher floor because the views are incredible. I've loved that cityscape and just seeing the sunset. So yeah, definitely check that out. And like I promised, if you do want to book a room at the Valentine's, I think it's only exclusive to studio apartments, but if you use my name as a referral, so Tilak, you'll get a £200 back, which I think is sick. So yeah, before you book a room, make sure you check that out. I'll leave all the details down below of how to sort all that stuff out, but yeah, I honestly think it's a really affordable place. It's got a lot of great features. It's actually a lot more spacious as well. It's not too far away from Central, so it's got a lot of positive points. I honestly think if you're looking for some student accommodation, definitely check this place out.